Happy Wednesday, Pisces. Hi there. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. Welcome back, or welcome if you're here for the first time. Welcome. This is my new YouTube channel, just started a month ago, and I am here every Monday and Wednesday morning. Every Monday I do readings for all the fire and earth signs, and every Wednesday I do tarot readings for all the air and water signs. I have a couple other fun videos I've been putting together, so do check out the videos in my channel. I'll link a really fun one at the end of this that I've done for October that deals with all the scary cards of the tarot. Any scary cards that you might be afraid of in a tarot reading, it talks about and explains, and it's kind of fun. And you'll learn a lot about tarot as well. So do check that out at the end of this video. So I like to start my readings off with talking a little bit about what's been happening planetarily speaking, astrologically speaking. Even though I'm not an astrologist, it's important to have an understanding because of how the energies affect the tarot. They're all interlinked and interconnected. The tarot is connected to astrology, numerology, Kabbalah, and it's all very scientific too and energetic, even though I don't pretend to understand it. They are interconnected, and so September was a wild month for everyone. We had some major shifts going on. We had, two eclipses. We have the planets in these configurations that haven't happened in centuries, and so causing like major shifts. And then all of a sudden you get all these planets that all at once kind of suspended in retrograde, and things happening, like Juno coming home to her house and her husband, Jupiter, which Sagittarians love. Anyway, Pluto going out of bounds, all this crazy stuff happening, which has led to some crazy pulls in our life and some major crazy spreads and readings in our tarot too. So for you Pisces right now, for this first week of October, this is the reading for October 1st through October 7th for Pisces. So you are going to be, your sensitivity is going to be really heightened right now. You should use this early part of the week to discern which energies are going to nourish you and which energies are going to drain you. Because you're going to be super sensitive. You're going to be like this energy magnet. And so you're going to have to be weeding them out carefully. Okay. You're going to have creative breakthroughs. Mercury is shifting into Scorpio, and that's going to empower even deeper creative works and intuitive projects of yours. So that's exciting. And you are going to, your balance though, your emotional balance is going to be kind of under a bit of a strain this first week of October. This spotlight from the full moon is going to kind of might stir some fears or regrets, or make you kind of look at stuff and may make you rethink. Wouldn't be at all surprised if we get the moon card for you in this reading. But that's also going to give you a chance to heal and look at things and heal it up. And if you're feeling regret, look again and do some work to some reparation. So you can have healing just by naming them, naming your regrets, naming it, and thus bring healing. So that is what's happening planetarily for you, Pisces, this first week of October. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say, shall we? This is the reading for Pisces for the week of October 1st through October 7th. All right. So I am using a Centennial Smith-Waite deck. With extra bonus artwork by Pixie, Pamela Coleman Smith. So if you go look under the bottom of this video and down there in the description, the bold more, ... If you click that, it will open up the full description of the video. And down in there, I've got lots of links to the decks that I use, as well as for some of my and there you are, the Fool, Pisces, this week. Popped right out as you. For some of my family and friends, I've started putting in every description the scriptural connections to my tarot readings as well. So do check that out. So you, Pisces, are coming up as the Fool this week. You're being crossed as your challenge, obstacle awareness by this Six of Swords card. Then you have down here in your foundation, what's in your subconscious that you're bringing with you that's Beneath you is this King of Pentacles. You're stepping out of, in your immediate past in September, you're stepping right out of a Page of Cups situation. Okay. You are being crowned this week, Pisces, by the World Major Arcana, final Major Arcana. Wow. Is that all? Is that all in your crown? Just as far as you can go? Is that it? Actually, and then we all recycle again, but it's interesting that you got the 0 and the 21 together. That's cool. Very cool, Pisces. And Pisces in this Page of Cups with the fish in the cup. It's so Pisces. Okay, moving into your immediate future at the end of the week, at the end on October 7th, you're going to be facing a Hierophant somehow. You're going to be stepping into a Hierophant situation. You and your environment down here are feeling a 9 of Swords. This is one of our scary tarot cards. Ooh. But it is one of the cards I do feature in the scariest cards of the tarot video, which I'll link at the end of this. And you know what? This cards that you think are the scariest and the worst aren't. You would be surprised. I ranked the top 5, so do check it out. But you did get the 9 of Swords as what you're feeling in your environment, Pisces, this week, the first week of October. Your environment itself is giving you a 7 of Swords, more swords. Swords crossing you, swords giving you agita here, and more agita in your environment with the swords. But you're the Fool with the World crowning you, and a Page of Cups you're coming out of, and a King of Pentacles as your foundation. How interesting. Okay, your hopes and fears section here is Judgment. I'm thinking that's hope. Comes right before the World. You have to do that to reach that. It's a progression. So, holy moly, what a reading so far. And your final outcome, Pisces, is a Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Lovely. All right. One last card that I like to pull before. Oh my goodness. My heart. My lepidolite heart. Beautiful stone I got from Sweden this summer, from Stockholm, right outside the King's Castle, right outside the King's Gate. And so I love that. Got one for my daughter and my sister as well. So the other thing that I like to pull is one of my holographic Rider-Waite cards as a confirmation card. That card right there will keep hidden until the end of the reading, Pisces. And if at any time you have a guess or you're feeling of like, that confirmation card must have to do with, whatever the situation is, do feel free to share in the comment section below. I write back to everyone, and I love to hear from you guys. So, all right, Pisces, let's get into this reading, shall we? You're represented by the Fool card, which is beautiful. I love the Fool. Whenever it comes up, we are all the Fool. I'm the Fool, you're the Fool. It's both the beginning and the end. It's 0. So it's timeless in a way. It's timeless. And he's stepping through different iterations of himself, better and better, hopefully. Yeah. And so he's very hopeful, very optimistic, very blah, but also kind of ill-prepared. He's got a teeny little satchel. He's about to walk off a cliff. He's so, fanciful, head in the clouds, kind of not even seeing the dangers that lie ahead. Full of this, he doesn't even realize, because he's just venturing out. He doesn't have a clue what's ahead of him and what he's going to need and the skills he's going to need and all that. But he's feeling happy-go-lucky and full of faith and full of hope and full of optimism. And so that is what is representing you, the querent, this week, Pisces. You're being crossed by a 6 of Swords. As your awareness, challenge, or obstacle, I think it's like awareness more than anything for you is of how, or maybe sort of an obstacle of how you're getting through these swords in your environment, the communications and the rationale of some people around you and some of the things that are happening and the thoughts that are going on are troubling you, and you're getting through it with others. You've got a ferryman, you've got the child in the boat with you. The six is like getting through this, getting through these angst sword times across to a better place. So that's your challenge. It's a challenge. There you go. It's your challenge. And unawareness, whatever. But it's your challenge, is to realize that it's your job to control these thoughts and your also your words, to get through to your next reality or level, or where you're headed, is your challenge as the Fool. So it's great. You have this beautiful King of Pentacles energy beneath you as your foundation, which is, kings are like, they're solid, they're in control, they're caretakers. The Pentacles is financial stability and like secure job and stuff like that. So you've got that as a foundation for you, Pisces, in your tool shed beneath you. You've got that energy. And in your immediate past in September, we've got this Page of Cups. So somebody coming in with some whimsical, like, cups. The fish in the cup represents creativity, some creative ideas, some creative opportunities, something like that. For you, Pisces, coming in September. Could also be a young person with Page of Cups energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be male or female. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If it's cups, a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe. In your immediate past in September. But I'm feeling like more of like a creative opportunity kind of coming your way. And some creativity going on in your immediate past. In your ideal is just the World card is all. You want to level up. You're at this time in your life where you're like, I'm ready to like go something so much more, so much bigger. Like, and that is the world that's crowning you. So, wow, that is awesome. You're going to step into a Hierophant kind of situation after the first week of October. So the Hierophant is like, that's a holy person back in the day so they're the ones in charge of of enforcing social norms and expectations. And it's like, it's religions, it's your religious groups, it's your church groups. So you're going to be dealing with social groups, social networking, and so different environments in the near future after the first week. And so you're going to need to trust your intuition and be careful, I think, with your thoughts and words at the end of the week, stepping into that Hierophant mode. But I think that's just where you got to go to reach the world at the end. So in your environment this week, Pisces, you're feeling the card of anxiety. This is a dark card. This is one of the scariest cards. One of the top 5. You'll have to watch the video at the end of this video. One of the top 5 scariest cards in the tarot. I do some fun. I try to play around with some fun AI effects with the video too. I'm just learning, so bear with me. But anyway, but this is one of the darker cards in the tarot. This 9 of Swords, because it's sleepless nights, it's anxiety, it's these thoughts that trouble your mind that you can't control. And that is scary, because that is what you think is what you're manifesting. And if you don't have control over that, then, that's not good. So that's what you're going to be feeling in your environment, Pisces. Your environment itself is going to give you a 7 of Swords. So look out. The 7's about. This is being careful. This is people trying to put one over on you, maybe in your environment, or be careful of contracts that you're signing. Anybody who's wanting to come in and like work with you and offer you contracts, just be cautious and be careful when this card is in your environment. It's associated with the 7, the Chariot, pushing forward, pushing on, and like not letting people pull the wool over your eyes. Just being cautious about that is what the 7 of Swords represents in your environment this week. Your hopes is the Judgment card, because in order to get to the world, in order to level up, you have to be able to go through this judgment phase. basically a coming to Jesus moment, whether, you know, and all religions have had some concept of this, where whether it's, you know, the Egyptians who believed, you know, when you die, you wave your soul against the feather, and, you know, if it measures up. So you are in this phase right now, is using judgment on everything, and you want things brought to judgment because you want the world, and you cannot achieve the world until you have been through the judgment. So that's why that's in your hopes and fears section, because you're being crowned by the world. You must hope for judgment. You have to. And the final outcome is this beautiful Knight of Cups. Somebody coming in, not rushing in, but coming in with some creativity. He's got fish on his robe there. So does the page have fish. They're very creative cards, and very flowing with their love and emotion. So somebody with this Knight of Cups energy coming in with some sort of love connection, or good feelings and good, you know, emotional connection, and also creativity in your final outcome, Pisces. So what could our confirmation card be for you, Pisces? Being as you want to go through this final judgment, and you're going to need to cut away all, you know, things that don't serve you. It could be anything related to that. It could be the High Priestess. It could be another one of any of these cards confirming it. It could be more cups in your final outcome. So let's see, Pisces, what is it? Oh, we got the Seven of Swords again. Well, I was dead right about that in your environment. This Seven of Swords again. It's good. This is giving you a serious warning. The first week of October, Pisces. Be cautious with making deals with people and stuff. Just go slow. No need to rush into anything, right? Right? Judgment, take it slow, and you'll be good. All right, well, thank you. Thank you so much, Pisces, for visiting my channel. I'm Kat, again, Tarot with Kat. Hit the lotus blossom to subscribe and check out my scariest videos in the tarot, my scariest cards in the tarot video. I hope you enjoyed. Hit the like, hit subscribe. Please come back again. If not, either which way, have a blessed week.